for the first off, I want to say off-season show it because that I must do it on YouTube. Source, I don't know why this isn't, but we're here to we left off the recap video. You should check out the recap video before you, because now the Super Bowl we left off, it was Bills versus Seahawks. So we'll check out how how it turned out. And I already went through scouting. I should have probably went through the prospects. I didn't do a draft class preview this time around because I thought that I would be okay with just what we have right now. So we'll see what happened here. Or no, I think that's what I want. Yeah, this is, yeah, so the Seahawks end up taking the Super Bowl. That sucks. The Bills are now 0-5 in the Super Bowl all time, despite a heroic effort from Dylan Marshall, the rookie quarterback. Russell Wilson was just too good. 86 completion percentage. 267 yards, 1 touchdown, Dylan Marshall. But then the fact of the matter, oh yeah, I don't think there's any more Marshawn Lynch. Or no, he was hurt, I think. Yeah. But Christine Michael, this rushing attack was too much for them. And with that, the 2016 NFL season is in the books. And now it's time to get to re-signing and into the off-season. Take a look at some of the stats here that I'm going through. Bobby Wagner had that interception. What about the forced fumble? Terrell McClain. Any defensive touchdowns? Nope. So basically the rushing attack just was too much for the Bills. Okay, so we already went through all the stats and stuff and what happened, so you should check that out if you haven't yet. Yeah, this is a problem. So we have a bunch of problems everywhere, but we have a ton of cap space, so we should be alright. Yeah, we have a lot. So now, Reginald Nelson. Not re-signing Tyrod Taylor. He was just not good for us. Actually, I think... I guess I could trade somebody else. But I want to keep some of these assets to include them in a trade. Because, yeah. So Reggie Nelson, we're going to re-sign him. I don't know if I want to give him that much, though. Maybe we'll just let him walk for now. Glenn Dorsey, he didn't get a lot of playing time. He's more of a run stopper. Well, we'll check out. He's got 88 tackling. Yeah. I don't know. Doesn't want that much money. I suppose we can just give him salary. No signing bonus. Although we don't really care about signing bonus as much because he's got... So we can give him more salary, I guess. I don't want to overpay for him, though. So we'll just give him that. Because maybe we can include him in that trade. And he accepts. Okay, perfect. But now, Greg Toller, I'm going to let him walk because he just didn't have... He was just okay for us. Mike Rimmers, I would like to have him back as a backup or an emergency starter. That would work for me. I want to give him a signing bonus, though. Just give him salary. He doesn't accept. And we'll just let Tim Barnes walk as well. Tim Wright. I would like to have him back. He wants 2 years. I can give him that. Give him a better signing bonus. Yeah, I think that should be good. We'll give him. Yeah, we'll give him that. He should be able to accept. So it looks like he accepted. Yeah, he accepted. Robert Lester, he was pretty good as a backup. I wouldn't mind having him back. Um, let's see. He doesn't. I don't think I want to give him that though. I'll give him. I give him 2 years. If he really wants multi-year, I'll give him 2. But we have a ton of cap space, so I think we can. Yeah, he doesn't resign. Xavier Gooden, I would like to have. I would like to have these 2 running backs back because I'm gonna be trading. Gosh, I can't think of his name right now. I'm gonna be trading CJ Spiller just because he's getting older, and I think Duke Johnson can take over CJ Spiller's role. Palmer, he's not coming back. Adjust my mic real quick. Yeah, this should. I think this should be good. Yeah, this should be good. Alright, so, I mean, gosh, this mic is a little behind. It's a little out in front. No more Chris Chester either. Okay, so, Joseph Morgan. He still got his speed and his big playability. His catching isn't too good. I think we'd be okay with letting him walk. Taylor Gabriel, I wouldn't mind having him back. I'm gonna get to the guys that I want back later on. I'm looking at the guys I don't want back. No more Josh Martin. Philip Hunt. Yeah, no more Cooper Hevlett. No more Philip Hunt. Xavier Gooden, yeah, he's a linebacker with a lot of speed. He can keep up in coverage, so I wouldn't mind having him back as a backup or as a starter. Yeah, and it looks like he accepted. Now let's get on to the moment of truth. I think I want Duke Johnson back. I mean, I know I want him back, but I want to guarantee his return a little bit, yeah. So yeah, we'll do this. Matt Jones, I almost said Marvin. So I guess we can give him the same kind of contract that we gave to Duke Johnson. He was a workhorse for us last year. Ran for over 1,000 yards. He returns as well. So now we'll try and sign Emmanuel Ocho. Give him that. See if he accepts. He's just gonna be a backup. He accepts. And we'll go to Taylor Gabriel. He's good as a slot receiver. Yeah, he's a better one than Joseph Morgan. I'll give him that. He doesn't want a lot either. Just wants a short-term contract. So we're just basically giving these guys like good enough contracts to try and just to be a good backup and return to our team. So yeah. So I think we'll be good with this for now. I think we'll be good. Oh snap. No, not yet. Yeah, so just go through this real quick. And then we're good. So now our needs would probably be, okay, I want to build through the draft and also want to move Andres Pete to left guard. I already moved Terran Armstead over to right tackle because that's what fits him better to me. Because he he's just a good tackle that we can build our offensive line around. He's got speed. He's got really good speed for a line or for an offensive lineman. And Andres Pete, I think he's better suited as a left guard. We can move him to defensive end. Yeah, right. We're not doing that. We're moving him to left guard. Yeah, so now we have our offensive line. Rashad Dickerson and Andrews Pete and Terran Armstead. And then our receiving core is good. When can we trade? We trade now? Yeah, we can trade. Okay, perfect. So, I'm going to trade for Rashad Ewing on the Packers. And then if that doesn't work, I'll trade for Eric Taylor. I have a feeling they're not gonna do this. And also, I've been kind of thinking about it, but I've been kind of thinking about trading Cam Jordan. I originally wanted to build around him, but I've been kind of thinking about trading him just because he's 28 and we already have our good we kind of lose pass rush, but I think that we're going to be competitive next year for sure. Hopefully that we're going to try to be competitive next year at the least, but I think that I think that we might be able to do bet we might be able to do just fine without him because Cam Jordan, he kind of doesn't fit our scheme as much. Or got his position. Yeah, so he doesn't really fit our scheme as much in his position. I mean, he played pretty well, but I think we can do just fine without him, just to be perfectly honest. So, I mean, I might end up trading him because, like, we have pass rushers, and that's like we can move Hayoli Kikaha over to right end, or we could put Tavares Scruggs over there and move Kikaha over to left end. I mean, there's a lot of things we could do with this, and that's my whole idea around it, basically. I don't know if I want to trade Parrish Cox. I'd rather not give up picks. Yeah, maybe the Cam Jordan. I don't know. I think I would want to trade Cam Jordan. I think I'll do it. Gosh. God. The stream quality might be an issue. Might have to cut out. Hit the wrong thing. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. There wasn't as much I could do, so might end up seeing a little, just some buffering or something, which sucks, but there's not as much I can do with that, so back, and I'm in a trade. Came Jordan, yeah, see, they don't want to trade Rashad Ewing. Maybe I can get Eric Taylor. And they accepted. So perfect. Now we got Eric Taylor, who is not as good, but he'll definitely be better. I'm not sure he will be that much better though. But I think we'll use his running ability a little bit more in his first year. That sucked. I wanted Rashad Ewing. That sucked, but I didn't upgrade Matthew Tucker. I think I want to do that. Upgrade his run blocking. So, yeah, we traded Cam Jordan. And now, before I forget, I'm going to have some position movement. So first off, I'm going to be moving Akeem Hicks. I'm going to be moving him to defensive tackle. Because we're just going with the straight 4-3 now. We're not doing a hybrid defense. I mean, that's okay. And we'll move Kikaha over to defensive end. Because he was pretty good at over there. So we'll move him. Yeah, we'll move him to right end. And then we'll put Tavar Scruggs at left end. He should be good. As soon as yeah, okay, right here. Alright, so we're good. Alright, this is much better. Oh yeah, and I want to move Reed Hill back to his natural position at strong side linebacker. Yeah, this team is a bit of a mess, but I mean, there's not much you can do about it right now. Yeah, Reed Hill is a beast. We'll put Lamar Houston to defensive end, at defensive end. He's a little bit heavier than a normal defensive end in a 4-3, but he's still a pass rusher. So we'll move him to left end. I think we're good, just about. We'll see. So yeah, our front four is superb now. Now it's superb. I think all we need now is just to build the rest of this team. Am I done with position movement? I'm gonna make sure that. So now we have our quarterback, Eric Taylor, who's not as good, but definitely an upgrade from last year, hopefully. He's got 72 consistency, which is pretty good. I want to see if I can. I don't want to give up any of my picks though. There's a lot of other things that I might be able to do. Akeem Hicks, Len Dorsey. I don't know. Maybe I still want Rashad Ewing though. Maybe I can collect assets in free agency. Oh my god. This dude is just too good. I have to find a way to get him. I don't know. Maybe Eric Taylor is better for me though, just because he's more mobile. We'll see. I think I just want to do Eric Taylor and just see how it plays out. Alright, so free agency. And we could spend money on some guys. Like, I'd be willing to... I want to draft O.J. Brandon, but I'd be willing to spend money on some guys because we have a ton of cap space. And right off the bat, we have Sean Smith, who's just a really good... And he fits our scheme, too. We run a 4-3, an attacking 4-3. It's E.J. Manuel and Robert Griffin. Not bad accuracy, but not great. J. Manuel is just a mobile quarterback who's not developed. He developed better in my Bills last year, that's for sure. But it's not what we're here to do. We're good at running back. Wide receiver. We could use another outside wide receiver. Michael Floyd, Alshon Jeffrey could help us out. I don't know if I want to spend it on a position where we're already pretty good at, though. So maybe we can be, maybe we'll be okay. What about LaFell? He's a possession wide receiver. Does he have reliable hand? 88 catching? Okay, he'd be the kind of wide receiver that I would want to pair up with Case and Griffin on the outside. Maybe I'll throw out a contract at him, because we do have a ton of money, a ton of cap space. So maybe we'll start right here. Tight end. Vernon Davis, what's his catching? 73, no way. 81, 74, 73, 8. Yeah, last game of the season, Delaney won only 78. That's not good. 85 catching. I would kind of want Justin Foster. Left tackle. I wouldn't mind signing one. Luke Jokel. Not bad. Eric Fisher. Be a better scheme fit as well. We don't really need a guard. What we need is a center. Ooh, Travis Frederick. He wants... Look at this. Yo. He made the free agent market. I don't know if I want to spend that much money, though. Oh, yeah, Max Unger. Remember, we had him in Season 1. Ryan Khalil can't pass block. I don't know. We have a ton of money to spend. He only... So 6 years. So 6 years for 42 million. Do the math on that real quick. Where is my calculator? 42.1 divided by 6. 7 million per year. That's not too bad. I might have to throw some big money because he's just a too good pass blocker. Rick Wagner. We have Terran Armstead, but he's a really good pass blocker. He can protect the blind side of Eric Taylor. Unless he's a southpaw. Because that's the thing, I don't know. Lane Johnson. And he doesn't want a lot of money either. I have to go after Lane Johnson. I have to, right? Like, he doesn't want a lot of money, and he could help out our team. I have to go after him. And then I don't have to worry about signing I don't have to worry about funds either because I'm not the owner. I'm gonna have to throw some money at Travis Frederick either, because there's not a lot of offensive line prospects in the draft that I would really want to go after, because like they'd be more of a later round draft pick. So I mean, I could take a flyer on them, but I don't want to have to wait. So we're set at defensive end. I want to see what Charles. All right, that's still pretty good. Sharif Floyd, we can get another defensive tackle. K1 short, I saw right there. Yeah, Elodie Natas. He's more of a nose tackle, though. Okay, we're all set at strong side linebacker. What we need is a weak side linebacker. Kiko Alonso is a middle linebacker. But like I want somebody who's good in coverage as well. Demario Davis, he's fast. He keep up in coverage, but he's more of a 3-4 linebacker. Kiko Alonso, he's pretty good in coverage, but he only has 80 speed. That's the problem. And also how much money. Okay, that's not too bad. But Winnie Marcellus is a outside linebacker and a 3-4. You see, there's not a lot of weak side linebackers to go after. Akeem Ayers isn't that fast. Theo Moore isn't too fast. DeMarcus Ware is an outside. He'd be a left end. He would be a defensive end in our scheme. Now up to cornerback. He only wants 1 year. But I think, we're gonna get OJ Brandon. That's the guy that I'm gonna go after. I think if I'm gonna spend some money on a secondary player, it's probably gonna be safety. We can go after Eric Reed. Swami moved him to linebacker in his 49ers. You can go after the Honey Badger. Kind of small though. I mean, but I don't really care about that as much. Just care about the coverage. Eric Reed would be an immediate upgrade. Strong safety. Jaquan Jarrett. Tyvon Branch. Yeah, right. I'm not going after Tyvon Branch. Rashad Jones. I think I'd be interested in throwing some money at Eric Reed. He doesn't want too much either. Don't have to be as conservative as I kind of was last year. I did that because I traded Breeze. That's the whole point. That just provided this twist. So we lead in the bidding. I feel like there's more players that we can go after. We still have a ton of cap space. I mean, I would like to save some money for a rainy day in a sense, but there's still some guys we could go after. Gerald Hodges, he's kind of slow though. I would want a better speed guy. I mean, we do play a lot of zone coverage, but yeah, I mean, he's gonna be covering the tight ends. So the only really players that we can worry about is tight ends that we can worry about are like the vertical threat tight ends. Yeah, LJ Fort. I saw him. Like Morgan is fast. He's getting pretty old though. AJ Klein. Just a good zone coverage guy. Sleep Palmer, Markevius Mingo, he's a pass rusher. He fits at a 3-4. That's not what we're in the market for. So a guy like Gerald Hodges, he's interesting. He's an interesting case. Pretty good in coverage. The thing is, can we find guys in the draft class, or you know, we find guys through here who can move to weak side linebacker. I mean, Manti Te'o, he's not. Hmm. Daryl Smith, he's kind of slow though. I mean, the Mario Davis can move. Kiko Alonso. The Bills did that 1 year, but never really got to see him. And also, he's kind of injury prone too. David Hawthorne. Yeah, right. Wesley Woodyard. Hmm. Perry Riley Jr. Not good in coverage though. John Bostic. He's not too good in coverage either. He's a really good tackler though. Go after Kiko Alonso. But this is an interesting case. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Gerald Hodge isn't really faster. I think I'll go after him. Offer him Matt. I'll just throw some money at him. Cause like the linebackers that I would look for in the draft are probably not going to be available for the pick. So that's why having a ton of cap space this year helps a ton for us. See, as then we still have 56. Hey, what's up, DK Comics? Yeah, well, just starting free agency. We could start spending a lot more this year. So we'll advance to stage 2. Gosh, this voice transition's kind of hurting. God, I don't like how it sounds that much. I never liked the way I sound. But now we'll check out free agency. We're still in the lead for all of our guys that we're going after. We still have a ton of money too. Kind of want to seal the deal on some of these guys though. Let's check out some scouting here. See, like, O.J. Brandon is my #1 prospect right now. He's projected as a mid first rounder, and we can look at combine stats. 4.41. Yes, he's our guy. He's the guy that I'm going after. Like, there's guys that I would want, like Mario Cole, but yeah, he ran a good 40-yard dash, and he'd be a good pickup definitely, but we might not be able to get him. So if he's still available at my pick, that would be perfect. Who's my AB? Who's my QB? We traded for Eric Taylor. Yeah, we traded for Eric Taylor, whom we drafted, and we traded for Brett Hundley last year, but like I tried to go after Rashad Ewing just because his accuracy is like I want to show you his accuracy real quick. Look at this. I mean, this guy is behind Aaron Rodgers. Look at this. I mean, I desperately tried to trade for him. I had to give up Cam Jordan, which, I mean, that's not as big of a loss as it may seem like, just because we have so much depth at defensive end, and that trade kind of made sense for the Packers, because then they got rid of their big hole at quarterback. I mean, they're big depth at quarterback, which they have 3 starting caliber quarterbacks for us, and we have 0. So I mean, it worked out. It all worked out for us in the end. So I'll show you the trade because we also traded a couple of other key players. But like the most notable players, we were just getting rid of depth, over too much players that could be enough for us. Just left. All right. I think we can go back to free agency. Kind of want to offer these guys more. Eric Reed wants to come to New Orleans because of his location. Oh yeah, that's right. He went to LSU. We'll offer him more salary, I guess. We'll offer him more salary. We'll offer more salary to Lane Johnson as well. Oops. Hmm. Would you want to play a Madden 16 game sometime? I would be open to it. I mean, my PlayStation Plus membership, actually it's not due until like a month later, and I can easily re-up that. But, I wouldn't mind playing people. You can follow me on Twitter. That's that's the best way that you can connect to me right now. So yeah. This I already did this. Okay. So yeah. Basically just offered people more more gosh, more money. I'll go back to scouting. Yeah, so yeah, see, and also this guy, Justin Foster. Whoa. Oh my god. Jack Fleck. Alright. I can add you. I'll just write that down real quick. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so Justin Foster, he's a really good tight end, but unfortunately, we have a bigger need at corner. I think younger talent, because also Sean Smith is a free agent right now, but the problem with him is that he's 29 years old, and he's likely to get the regression soon, which is not good. The regression is not good. Yeah, see, he's 30 years old. He's a beast, but like he's likely to get the regression soon, and I'd rather get the younger talent. So, fortunately, I can't do it. Would love to, but I can't. Let's see here. Alright, we're good. Yeah, see, because there's a lot of offensive lineman talent. Like, there's some guys we can go after it later in the later rounds. Like, we can move him to guard. It looks like, because he fit better at guard, just to me. Eddie Barber is also a pretty good center, but I mean, he'd be a backup option at this point. Also, I wouldn't mind drafting him though, because he's projected to go in the 3rd round. Get him in the 2nd round maybe. There's not a lot of late round talent. So that's the big problem. Guess I'll just scout other players. We don't have a lot of needs at this point. Like we don't need many more people on the defensive line. Many more players, I should say. I would take a flyer on this guy. Let's check out what he ran. Not very fast. How's he a 3-4 pass rusher? I don't see any good pass rushing skills as his top 3 traits. Yeah, see, these undrafted guys aren't too good. Just scouts. Okay. This guy's pretty good in coverage. He's not bad. He wouldn't be bad backup option. Just gonna go through scouting more of these guys just to finish off. See, cause like, alright, so I have some corners I can scout. I didn't scout a lot of. I scouted more of the taller corners, which is what we could use. I'm trying to find maybe my Richard Sherman, I guess, but I mean, there's really just not much. So I'll just stop right there. I already added some money, so we'll see if they sign. It's the same as my username, or it's the same as my channel name. Just add the 1. So it's Mr. A Miles 1, not just Mr. A Miles. I guess I could scout some more offensive linemen. It's not, we don't have as many needs anymore. I mean, I would draft them to be good backups for me, because like in football, I value backups more than any other sport. Just because like it's a tough sport. I'm gonna be getting MLB The Show. Maybe pre-ordering that as well. Let's see real quick. There's not. Yeah, see, there's not that much talent in the later rounds. Like, there'd be some guys that I'd be willing to give a shot in the later rounds, but there's overall not a lot. Sergio Vega, Mario Cole. If he somehow falls to me, I would love to take him. Or somehow Justin Foster falls to me, then I would love to take him as well. But he's projected to go like around our pick. In what way is he a blocking tight end? Look, those are his top ratings are that just doesn't make much sense. But I mean, he killed it at the combine. Or you know what? Maybe what I would do, I should probably scout like the top combine performers. Javante Hullen, he ran a good 40 and he's showed good agility and acceleration, but the problem with him is that he's a very raw prospect. OJ Brandon's better in that department. It's probably his speed is probably why he's so high, but I mean, you can find other people. Look at some of the high combine ratings. Of course, this guy. Yeah, of course he has like. He doesn't have too much speed to him though, but like. Of course, he's gonna be like. Maybe a pretty decent option, but I'm not gonna spend a first round pick on a wide receiver unless OJ Brandon gets drafted, but I'm gonna try and trade up for him. I'm gonna do whatever possible to get OJ Brandon. Like, maybe that's what my plan was to do. Also, was to collect some assets through free agency. Not bad. Not bad. We'll scout him. Alright. Tyler Griffin. Ball carrier vision. Alright. Those are not bad, but I think we're all set at running back, and then also Mark Ingram's gonna be coming back. But he was bad. But I mean, there's not much to do in scouting left. That was second for halfbacks. 449. That's only like not, and that was second. Means there's not a lot. I'm not scouting him anymore. He had. Yeah, see, I don't like. And I scouted some quarterbacks earlier too. Let's see how that went. Okay, the first was a 460. It's not bad. Take a look at my draft chart real quick. So that would put it at about an 86 speed, just about. It's not bad, but his accuracy is not good, so I think we have our quarterback. Our quarterback is all set. Maybe I'll just collect more assets through free agency to try and trade up. I think that's what I'll do. And I'll just finish scouting some of these guys. I'll look through. I'll finish scouting. Oh, I guess I can't. I can only scout an unscouted offensive player. I can scout unscouted wide receivers, I mean. So I can just scout the first ratings of the wide receivers. I think if we sign Brandon LaFell, we'll be all good. I don't think I saw. Yeah, they didn't sign with us yet. So I'll use the rest of this. So I'll just look at this, where I'll just seal the deal with some of these players. Add some more money. 35. This might be a little early for my West Coast viewers, but this is a good time for me. I think this might be good. Just add maybe an extra million. Actually, we're the only bidders for Kiko Alonso, so we're good. Let's seal the deal with Brandon LaFell. I don't want to spend a lot of the rest. I mean, we still have a ton of cap space, which is huge, because then I can collect some more assets, which is what I'll do. Collect some assets to try and trade. So those are my negotiations. Signings. There's not a lot of people left. Players. Keep saying people like they're average, regular day person. Can't talk right now. Yeah, I'll just collect assets at this point. I'll just collect players that aren't gonna be. Yeah, I'll just collect assets. Wonder what I could do. See, cause what? Let me check out my pick real quick. I want to see where we're at. Oops, no, that's not what I want. Roster. Picks. 13th pick. We might have to trade up. We still have all those picks. Oh, I'm thinking I'm thinking of the Raiders where I barely have any because of how I built that team. I'm a Raider fan. I'm a huge Raider fan. Silver and black runs deep. You guys can't see, but I'm wearing a Mac Attack t-shirt. Yeah, see, there's not as much. Get Terrence Williams. It's pretty good. We'll just offer him some money just so that we can trade him and outbid the Cowboys. I don't like Dallas anyways. No hard feelings to all those Cowboy fans out there watching this, who will be watching this as soon as this goes up. Ruben Randall, he probably can't catch. Oh, he can catch. Wonder why nobody's offering him any money. Not even a contract. Ruben Randall. He certainly have some value. I'm just gonna go wide receiver though. Go other positions. Martellus Bennett, Delaney Walker, those guys aren't really on my radar as much. Eric Fisher. I don't know. Might have enough assets. Yeah, he's good in real life, but his accuracy was bad in this game. It's bad in this game. Like, he, this was before the rosters really started. This was before the rosters, the real life rosters, so I don't know what to say. He's not particularly accurate in here. Like, his accuracy was not good. See, he only has 80 short accuracy and 76 medium accuracy and 62 deep accuracy. He doesn't. He was overthrowing Kaysen deep oftentimes. Kaysen was making most of the plays because he's a beast, and he was overthrowing the easy throws. So there's not much. So Tyrod Taylor experience was, I mean, experiment was, it failed and it didn't work. Now where was I? That's right. Huh. He's a free agent already? He was like one of the top Redskins draft picks. I'm just collecting assets at this point because I have a ton of cap space that I can use to collect some assets. He might not come here just because we have we have enough guard depth per se. Can trade. No, I don't want to give him. I don't want to give out any big contracts, any more big contracts. I think those are all done. So we'll just offer one to Chris Long. One of the stars of Hurricanes. Madden 25 Rams. Steve McClendon. Alright, I think I might, if I can sign those guys, I think I might be able to have enough assets. And I don't want to spend all of my cap space because I still want to have some money in the bank for some of my young studs that still aren't signed yet. they all accept? It appears so. So I might end up trading. So I'm probably gonna end up trading up. I'm gonna sort out the players that I will keep and the players that I will trade. First of all, I'm moving. Yeah, but I'm definitely trading Chris Long. I already know that because we have enough young pass rushers off the edge. And I'll just finish scouting, I guess. I'm just gonna go real quick though because I'm on a schedule today. Not bad. Not bad either. Zone coverage. How's he a fit? I don't understand that. Whatever. Ah, you're a Vikings fan. So I'm guessing that, or you just said you love the Vikings. You didn't say you're a fan. You a fan? I'm guessing you're a Teddy Bridgewater fan as well. He could be a good quarterback. Just my man Derek Carr is better. Alright, I'm gonna have to cut it. I'm gonna have to stop this part of the stream in a second. That I can do the separate stream for the draft. Yeah, I figured. This stream is a little fast for me. Alright. So now let's check out the big names where they went first. And then I'll cut out and get to the draft. League signings. Jeffrey goes to the Dolphins. Smith goes to the Colts. What about our division? What did they do? Let's look inside our division, because that's what matters. Let's look at transactions. Let's go signed, and then we'll go to NFC South. Stevie Brown, Doug Baldwin goes to the Falcons. Jameel McClain, David Bruden, Stephon Charles, Morris Claiborne resigns, re-ups. C.O. Moore, Dustin Vaughn, must have been a quarterback in this draft thing, in this draft classes probably. Okay, not a lot of big signings, but certainly some impact players, that's for sure. That's for sure. Alright, so I'll end off this part of the stream, and then we'll get into the draft.